The Ugly Duckling. On a quiet farm far from the noise of the city, where green fields stretched wide and a small pond reflected the sky like a mirror, a mother duck sat patiently on her nest. The air smelled of fresh grass and warm earth, and the sun shone softly, as if it too was waiting. The mother duck had been sitting on her eggs for many days, talking to them in a gentle voice, imagining the moment when they would finally hatch and waddle beside her. She dreamed of happy mornings by the pond, of teaching her little ones how to swim, and of watching them grow strong and confident. One by one, the eggs began to crack. Tiny yellow ducklings popped out, shaking their fluffy feathers and chirping with excitement. The mother duck felt her heart fill with joy as she counted them, admiring their bright eyes and soft down. But one egg remained. It was larger than the others and strangely quiet. The mother duck waited patiently, though a small worry settled in her heart. At last, the final egg cracked open. Out came a duckling that looked nothing like the others. He was bigger, gray instead of yellow, with awkward legs and messy feathers. The ducklings stared. The farm animals gathered closer, whispering and shaking their heads. The mother duck blinked in surprise, but she leaned close and said softly, "You are my child too." Still, the world around them did not share her kindness. From the very first day, the little duckling felt different. As the family waddled to the pond, his brothers and sisters laughed at the way he walked and teased him for being slow. "You don't look like us," they said, their words sharp and careless. The chickens pecked at him, the cat hissed when he passed, and even the other ducks turned away. The duckling tried to be helpful and quiet, but nothing seemed to be enough. At night, when the farm grew quiet, the duckling lay awake, staring at the stars reflected in the pond. He wondered why he felt so alone even when surrounded by others. He didn't understand what he had done wrong. He only knew that his heart felt heavy, and each unkind word stayed with him longer than the day itself. As days turned into weeks, the teasing grew worse. Even his siblings avoided him. The mother duck tried to protect him, but she too felt tired and unsure. One sad morning, after being pushed and laughed at once again, the duckling quietly slipped away from the farm. No one noticed him leave, and no one called him back. He walked for hours through tall grass and muddy paths, feeling both free and frightened. He met wild ducks who laughed at his size and shape. He met geese who warned him that the world was not kind to those who looked different. Everywhere he went, he felt unwanted. Still, he kept moving, hoping somewhere there was a place where he belonged. Winter came early and harsh. The pond froze, the wind cut through his feathers, and food became hard to find. The duckling struggled to survive. Some nights, he curled up in the snow, too tired to move. Once, a farmer found him frozen and took him home, but the noise and confusion scared the duckling, and he ran away again, back into the cold. During the long winter, the duckling often looked at his reflection in the icy water. He saw only what others had told him he was. Ugly, strange, unwanted. He believed it. But deep inside, something small refused to give up. A quiet hope stayed alive, even when everything else felt dark. When spring finally arrived, the ice melted and flowers bloomed again. The duckling, now larger and stronger, wandered toward a beautiful lake he had never seen before. The water shimmered, and graceful white birds glided across its surface. They were swans, calm and elegant, moving as if the world welcomed them. The duckling felt afraid. He expected rejection as always. But tired of running, he stepped into the water and lowered his head. When he looked down, he saw his reflection clearly for the first time. He froze. The bird staring back at him was beautiful. His feathers were bright and white, his neck long and graceful. He wasn't an ugly duckling at all. He was a swan. The swans around him smiled and welcomed him without hesitation. In that moment, the duckling understood everything. He had never been ugly. He had simply been growing into who he was meant to be. All the pain, loneliness, and waiting had shaped him, not destroyed him. As the sun set over the lake, the swan swam peacefully among his new family. He finally felt at home. Not because he had changed to please others, but because he had learned his true worth. And from that day on, whenever someone felt small or judged by their appearance, the swan's story reminded them of a simple truth. Moral: don't judge by appearance.